All right, peeps, this is it, episode 38 of the ADLR Podcast. I am Anthony De La Rosa, Brian De La Rosa on my, I guess you can't see if you're an audio listener, on my right. Yeah. No, my
Right,
left, I
left,
guess.
up,
Doesn't
down,
matter.
right,
Randall Green joining us. Okay, that's pretty much his signature move. And then Brian Kelsey. Say hello.
Weird TV.
No, we have you as Brian Kelsey on the birth certificate.
Do you?
Yeah, but you're Weird TV,
Yep.
you're right. Twitch.tv/Weird TV. If you like the show and you want to promote it. Yep, you'll go ahead and promote it, actually. ADLR Podcast. But if you want to support it, you go to patreon.com/ADLR Plays to support the stream, get it early. Or I guess get the archive early. Where it goes live for everyone Friday at 9 a.m. I was going to say p.m. You don't want to throw money at us and just want to get free content, but want to use your money for the greater good, go to extralife.adlrplays.com and you can donate it to Extra Life. My proceeds on my page go to the Orlando Arnold Palmer Hospital. I think I fucked that up. Arnold Palmer Hospital.
You need to
What?
make sure that you memorize this.
No, I got it. Arnold Palmer Hospital. I got it right. For children. I got it right. And then if you want topics discussed on the episode, you go to topics.adlrplays.com and we'll discuss it on the next week's episode. Whew. All right, peeps. I was going to ask you how you guys are doing. But I'm actually going to ask Kelsey how he's doing.
How am I doing?
Yeah, you
How
specifically.
am I doing?
You doing.
I'm doing great, Anthony. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Brian, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see? Randall, how are you doing?
I'm alright.
Oh shit, I thought you were just gonna nod at me. I guess for the consume section, let's go chronologically instead of the way we would normally do.
Is my stream still up?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's,
Why is
No,
OBS
no,
throwing
it's
some weird
offline.
shit for you?
yeah, it shows like the stream health shows that I'm offline. OBS still shows I'm streaming 0 kilobytes per second. So I guess that stopped. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stop the stream
Yeah,
and
you're
restart it.
offline.
might have lost
Stop
connection.
the stream.
I'm sure mine will do that too soon.
Same.
Yeah. Are you streaming it too?
No.
Anyway, so I guess we can go backwards up until Captain Marvel and leave the best discussion for last. Yay, nay, peeps. What do y'all think? You don't care?
I don't have a preference.
Nobody cares. All right, cool. So I guess I'll start off with Devil May Cry 5. I had to play like 2-3 hours yesterday. It's more Devil May Cry. The more exciting part is the new character, the guy with the cane. His name is V.
Mm-hmm.
It's V. He does combos. He's like what's his name in Diablo? The Witch Hunter? No, not the Witch Hunter. The one that
He's
uses
basically a summoner.
Yeah, the summoner.
He's
What
the
is
zoning summoner that I mean?
I was gonna say you might like him a lot because he uses a jaguar, a bird, and then this weird fucking huge.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I got to him already.
Okay. The Goliath.
I got to him and I was zoning so hard my game crashed on stream.
Oh shit. Well, mine didn't crash. But actually, mine crashed on exit. I put quit to desktop and it just stayed there with the bus, and I'm like, what?
No, I hit somebody with the anti-air with the Jaguar, and then it's like some text came up and I hit OK and it just closed. So
Is there a way to control where the fuck the jaguar goes? Can I move him like specifically? Because I'll target people, hit just regular Y so he can go up and attack him. And he just starts striking where he's at and doesn't go to them first.
I usually run up and just press it, and he comes to me and slaps him, and then you can back off. It seems.
So you can't be. Because I try to do it from far away. Because I'm zoning, so I'm far away. I'm just gonna hit Y and he'll go to him. But he just starts swinging, and since his attack lunge, he gets to them eventually. But
I'm assuming one of the skills is gonna be where you can make him lunge, so you can get him in there better. But for now, I walk up, so he slaps, and then I leave.
okay. I was gonna say. Go ahead.
Never mind. I had something and then I lost it. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
The story so far, I guess it's Dante loses a battle against the Demon King, I think it was, the Demon Knight or whatever the hell it is. So you're playing as Nero. Well, everything I've played so far is, Nero's his name, the guy with the arm, which I thought was a cool thing where you can change. There's different arms, and each arm has a different ability. The Mega Buster is literally just a Mega Buster, so you can charge up the shot. There's one that's like a holy beam that you hold on and then it explodes. The default one, you embed it into the enemy and then you kick them away and you can shoot it and it explodes.
The best one is, or my favorite's the rocket arm.
I don't think I've gotten.
Basically, you should if you've played as V.
Oh, is that the one from the boss with the mouth open that you get?
No, it's a red and silver arm, and you shoot it at them, and it just keeps them in hit stun for a long time.
Oh, I thought that's how you got. I thought you got that arm from killing. Cause remember, Nico picks it up and she's like, "I can make something crazy with this," and then she does her super sexual ass bend over to give you a new fucking arm.
She gave me 2 arms there. She gave me one that penetrates guard, and it's like a drill one, and then the other one's a rocket one that lets me apply pressure as I jump in.
Gotcha. Well, just to sum it up, for now, this game is super anime, over the top action, like. I guess the DMC reboot was. I think Devil May Cry 3 was just stylish as this, but there's a lot of the sequences where it's like, okay, this is definitely a little from the DMC with the black-haired, what's his name? Dante?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's one where the bus lands on Nero, but the door was open, so he's in the thing as it's flipping out, and then he kicks the door open. I think that's the opening sequence of DMC. His trailer gets, like, sent everywhere, and then he kicks down the front door. They had a pretty awesome fucking Deadpool 2 opening. He jumped out of a fucking barrel-rolling bus and then ended up back inside by jumping around shooting people.
Sounds pretty hot.
It's fantastic. It's great.
It's fun. It's just it's basically another Devil May Cry or slashing game, and I enjoy those, so it's fun.
Yeah, it's very linear. It's, hey, here's the mission. I haven't found an area where you can explore. It's just go straight. Maybe you can diverge from one hallway to another, but it lasts like 2 seconds. Oh, here's a red orb thing, and then you go back to the main line. I found only one side mission, and that was the first one that they purposely show you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it feels great to do combos in it. I got only one double S was my highest one, and it was with V because I summoned everything and started attacking everything there, and I just bumped it up to double S. His teleporting is very satisfying for V. V is like so far the highlight because it's a different fighting style than what Devil May Cry had always had. Like, you always had your guns, but it wasn't actually a distance like a zoning character. So like seeing how they use the zoning character to still do combos was really fun to do. And I haven't played as Dante yet, so I don't know if they changed anything with him or what's the case, but so far I'm digging it. It literally lets me hit the same button over and over again, and it looks fucking flashy, so I'm all about it.
So you're a 1-button combo?
Oh no, I didn't turn that on, but there's an option for if you just want to hit triangle, it'll do combos for you.
Okay, I gotcha.
It gave me an option to turn it off, so I turned it off. But unlike Dragon Ball Z, there's no option to turn that off, so I'm sticking with it.
Why change what works?
Yeah, like if they don't give me the option to turn it off, why am I gonna not use it? What were you gonna say?
The double jump item that you had.
Okay, yeah, there was. I was playing as V at that point, right? I was going under an underpass. Well, there's 2 underpasses, right? And one of them, you just double jump and hit B, and he slaps it with his cane. No problem. Here comes the second one. I do the same thing. For the people who are listening, I'm sorry. Here's my fucking arm. Here's the cane. It doesn't break. 10 minutes later? It still doesn't break. As in, I jumped in every fucking direction to hit it with the thing, and it doesn't break. You see, Kelsey, this is your cue. I saw and heard the fucking cane go through it. It doesn't break. I accidentally hit X so the bird can shoot. It breaks.
What is this? What are you trying to break?
It's just one of the things that contain red orbs that you use to upgrade your abilities later.
Oh, okay.
So it's hanging off like a overpass thing. So I'm jumping up, hitting it, because the previous one broke no problem. And this one I spent like 10 minutes, then I said, fuck it, and walked away. But then came back, because I'm like, no, there's no fucking way I'm leaving that there. And I accidentally, because I was just spamming the button, and I accidentally hit the button where you use your bird, which is like your guns for that character. And he happened to shoot towards it, and it broke. How?
I was doing that. I just kept shooting. I never tried to hit it, so I didn't have an issue.
Oh, okay. Well, now that I know I can just shoot at it.
Or you could just shoot at it.
The one weird thing I thought was out of the ordinary is picking up those small green things to unlock other avenues. You basically pick up like a Nidhogg harvester or something like whatever it's called, and you place it into this weird like vagina-looking enemy thing to unlock a passageway.
Okay.
And they're placed, and they're not really hidden that much. It's just this huge fucking like thing out of the ground. It's like, here, pick me up, and then you would use it to open up another area. But the area is usually nearby, so why make me waste time getting them when you can just go? You know?
Right.
I don't know. It was just weird. Yeah, I like the like. I think the biggest upgrade for Nero was the management of his arms, and you can refill it by setting up your magazine, which is the amount of arms you have on you. You can upgrade the slots. You get new moves for each weapon, like your sword, your gun, and then just your base, like double jump and run and stuff. Yeah, so far I'm digging it. The story is, Dante needs help right now, so that's all I know so far, and we're just blowing shit up.
So stupid, dude. I don't like Nico as she looks or her voice. She could be Game and Watch, and it'll be better.
Yo, if they make a live action movie of this, that's Tessa Thompson.
That's what she looks like.
She looks spot on Tessa Thompson with a southern accent.
I don't know about southern.
Yeah,
I don't really like the way that I don't like, because there's parts of it where she talks normal, and then it sounds normal, with a little bit of an accent to it, and then there's times where it just is like trying too hard to do the accent, and it turns into this weird. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like it's just a super hard.
Like someone's trying to be southern.
Yeah,
It's not believable. I see you. I understand. It like I mentioned earlier, like she's like over, like she's purposely trying to be sexy. I thought it was like weird, especially in the 2019. Like to give you your fucking yeah. Like I'm like I hope Nero's going in. Like
I hope not.
Hey, here's a new hand, but this is how I'm gonna show you. Sorry, audio listeners. And she like arcs her back. Here you go. I'm like, what are you doing?
The nub on Nero's arm's used for more than just the hand.
I think so. Cause in the beginning, there was a nub on it. So I'm like, hey. I see what you guys are doing. V reading poetry. Everyone has weird gimmicks. Like V reading poetry for whatever fucking, or whatever. I don't know if it's poetry or gospel or whatever the hell it is. But I'm like, what? Their punchlines are like super 90s.
It's Dante, dude.
Like... Yeah, like, well, I haven't seen Dante's, but just got his ass beat. So I don't know what he's gonna be saying.
Fucking worst with this dialogue.
Oh my! So far, it's all like, oh my god, why did you say that?
I'll say second worst because anything Nico does is the worst.
I saw.
Bryant was playing it, and I was watching him stream it. And I was like, Nero sounds really familiar, and I couldn't put my finger on it. So
it should be Ichigo.
It's Ichigo from Bleach, yeah.
Yeah, because I had the same thing when Brian was playing Devil May Cry 4.
Is it him as well?
Yeah, and Nero's the lead in 4. So when I heard him, I'm like, that sounds very familiar. And then we looked it up, and it was Ichigo.
In 4, he sounds more like Ichigo because he's just doing a talking voice, and here he's doing whatever that raspy bullshit is.
He's aged. That's aged Ichigo.
Garbage. Get rid of it.
Did you get to play it, Randall, or you just seen it?
I played it in a little bit of it, but no, not as long as you did.
Oh, okay. So you just got a demo's worth?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be streaming it at all?
Hey, no.
He said no. Sad day. Look, he made him a sad panda. Sorry, audio listeners. He's a sad panda right now. All right, so I got to play that.
Why do we keep him?
For the loves. What else did I get my hands on? Far Cry New Dawn. I'm still playing through it, and Metro Exodus. Far Cry New Dawn, more Far Cry with a bit of RPG elements, similar to Assassin's Creed 2? Was it 2 that you had that base?
Mm-hmm.
And then you would upgrade it by doing shit in the open world?
You would upgrade it in 2 by just buying or paying for it.
Okay. Well, that's basically what you do in Far Cry New Dawn with your home base called Prosperity, I think it is. But instead of money, you use it with ethanol, because this is post the end of Far Cry 5, which, spoiler alerts, ends with a huge nuke wiping out Hope County. And this is, I forgot how many years. A few years after the fact, people come back out of the pump bunkers, and it's just like a whole new, like, nature has taken over most of the land. And just stopping there, the game looks fantastic. How vibrant it is with, like, the color palette they use for the environment looks fantastic.
It's very bright.
Yeah, and it looks really nice. I'm playing it on PC, so I'm playing it like at max
settings.
Max settings, and I downsampled a bit of it, so there's like no aliasing and shit, and it looks beautiful. What's up? Oh, Cobra in the chat says he was on the fence for Far Cry New Dawn, but finally decided to skip it. I really dislike the color palette. Oh my god, you're the opposite? It looks fantastic. I like the...
It does look very bright for a post-apocalyptic-ish scenario.
I see, yeah.
You know, people's clothes are clean. There's no dirt on anything. The world itself is just super bright.
Well, this is the people. This is after, like, they were living underground, and they still have, like, they can still clean clothes and stuff. Like, it's not like right after the explosion. There's like years have gone by already. But anyway, yeah, they made some changes with the way you do. I don't know if it's a change from 5, but the way you do the strongholds. You can do a stronghold, capture the outpost or whatever, and then you can scavenge it for ethanol, so you can upgrade other stuff. But when you scavenge it, that means the enemy faction takes hold of it with stronger enemies, so you can redo it again for more ethanol, but there's stronger enemies there. And you can do that up to like 2 more times, so you fight like elite people, which is like the badasses in Borderlands. Bro, are you sleeping?
No,
oh.
No, you said badass things in Borderlands. Trying to figure out if you're talking to me or not.
That's about it. It's more Far Cry.
He was looking right at you. I don't know what more.
Yeah,
you
like look right at you.
He's just looking over. I don't know if he's reading. I don't know what he's doing.
No, I don't have notes.
He's got to use his his Brainberry.
It's the same thing. Yeah, that's about it. It's more Far Cry. If you enjoyed Far Cry's shooting and basically checklisting or like checklist type of gameplay, go take this stronghold, upgrade all your guns and stuff like that. It's great. I also been doing Metro Exodus.
Metro Exodus.
This is the complete opposite in palette. It isn't vibrant. It's not happy.
Parts.
No, not to Far Cry New Dawn's. Like, it's in the other spectrum.
Well, that's the same level, but the desert part was.
The desert part was just beige. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's no contrast like colors. There's no like it's. The game is dark and it makes you it feels dark walking around. There's other. I don't think you got to see it, but there's an area where it's after the snowy area. We're on the train. So okay, let me back up. Back the fuck up. Metro Exodus takes place, I don't know how many years after Last Light.
Is Putin still in power?
I haven't beat the game, so if that turned out to be like the final boss, that'd be fucking ridiculous.
How awesome would that be?
Pretty awesome, actually, especially if I have to fight him. So he plays Artyom, and he's been, ever since the end of Last Light, he's been doing scavenges above ground. So for people who don't... Okay, let me back up again. People who don't know, Metro 2033 is another post-apocalyptic game, but it's when I think it was Moscow. Moscow got bombed by a nuke, but everyone started living in the subways, like underneath in the subways. So they would only leave the subway to get if they're like running low on whatever, and they would risk their lives because there's also like monsters up top that would sometimes get underneath in the subways because, I mean, creatures venture off to do stuff. So shit happens in the first two. Now we're skipping to Exodus. Artyom's been making runs up top to see if he can get communications, like if maybe there's other people out there besides them living in the metro. They finally get a ping, and was there a train? I think it was a train in the beginning. A train comes running through Moscow, so they hijack it. And spoilers, I guess, but then they turn out to be a lot more people out there, but they were purposely being, like, the communications were purposely being blocked for whatever reason. I don't know the details yet, but yeah. And then I don't want to spoil anymore. Anyway, gameplay's great. Just like the other ones, you're most of the time like light on ammunition because they want you to make you feel like, hey, I don't want to just throw all. It's not gonna be Call of Duty in here, and they're not bullet sponges like in the first game. They kind of fix it with Last Light. The story so far is all right. They're just we're on this train, like a squad of us going through with your baby mama. Well, I guess he doesn't have a baby, but your girl. Your girl's dad, who has no legs, but robot legs, I guess.
Bill Miller.
Bill Miller, not his actual name. And then what else?
Did you buy the game on Steam before it got removed?
No, I did not. What was I at? And a bunch of other people. So far, there's no like deep connection to these characters besides his wife. Like, I don't care if Bill Miller dies or any other people. I gotta make sure his girl lives.
There's two people that have to live, Anthony.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Steve Bloom's character, Sam. Steve Bloom is the voice actor for Spike and Cowboy Bebop. So, and he voices a character in here, and he needs to stay alive.
The game to me, looks really boring. Like, I've watched a couple of streamers play it, and it just... I don't know if I just always catch them in the middle of them just doing a ton of dialogue or just not really doing anything, but it just... looks boring.
It's very slow. It's very slow. Like you have to be in it. Like it's not Devil May, like it's not fast at all. It's not Devil May Cry. Get in there, do shit, and get out. You have to like make sure you have your gas mask on when you're walking into radiation.
It feels very much like not Elder Scrolls. The Fallout 3. Watching Leo play Fallout 3. You know, you just have to really want to play the game in order to...
I can agree with that. It's not as granular as Fallout 3 within the RPG element. It's a very slow game. Like, it's a very heavy game. Like, you can't run around and just jump over things and slide and shoot. It's not flashy.
It looked like a slower Wolfenstein. That's what it looks like to me.
It's definitely a slower Wolfenstein. Have you guys ever played Stalker on PC?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the comparison, I guess. It's definitely trying to be Stalker, but a little dumbed down because Stalker has more survival elements. Visually looks fantastic. The audio also great. Like when you shoot a weapon without a suppressor, you hear that shit reverb all over the whatever building you're in. So when you shoot, you're like, "Fuck!" Everyone and their grandmother heard me, and sure shit, people they start running towards that area. Or if it's the monsters, they definitely chase down that sound. Bless you, Ron.
Thank you.
Don't sneeze.
So yeah, I just going to see how the story ends right now. Like, visually it's fantastic. The sound's great. The gameplay mechanic is just like Metro, so if you like the previous Metros, right up your alley. Very slow game. We'll see how the story ends up. And I think... Oh, I missed one. Me and Brian got our hands on an ape. We became an ape. In Ape Out. This fucking game. If you do not have Ape Out, go buy Ape Out.
What if you don't like Ape Out?
I highly... buy it again so you can make sure you don't like it. If you ever played Hotline Miami, this is Hotline Miami, but Okay, I think Hotline Miami 2 you can play differently. If you ever played Hotline Miami 2 with Tony's head and mask on, where you just do melee, that's this game with an awesome ass jazz dynamic soundtrack. That's keep you going like this. When you feel stressed, you can hear how the fucking jazz is picking up, and it's like perfectly timed. Like if you're like about to die, the jazz is it goes faster. Every time you hit somebody or kill them, like is it a hat or something like?
You get a hi-hat or a cymbal to plays, and it seems like to me they always sync the hit to the beat, but it is jazz, so it can be played at any time and sound right. So.
Right. So the music's fantastic. The controlling the ape is very responsive, just like it's Hotline Miami.
This dude is like literally throwing people against the wall and they're exploding.
It's you have no idea how satisfying it is. There's different types of enemies. Like there's a regular person with a rifle. There's a guy with body armor that has shotguns. There's an explosives guy, so you can hold a person who has a gun, and they'll shoot once. So if you have a shotgun guy, they'll shoot a shotgun once. A rifle, they'll shoot once. So you can grab a guy and aim him, like face him towards a guy with an explosive, and you can shoot him with the guy you're holding. He'll explode. And then you can fucking throw him across the room and explode him with the wall. Like it's fantastic. We finished like 2 levels, I think it was. They call it discs or whatever it is, or sessions. No,
I believe it was just EP or vinyl or album.
It was like 2 albums, which I guess are 2 like overarching levels with a bunch of miniature levels inside. I can't wait to finish it because it's really fun as shit. They slowly add in more enemies. Like you get to a section where you're going the album is you're at the top of a construction site and you have to work your way all the way down, like floor by floor. And it gets to a point where there's like, if there's a construction site on the sides, there's either windows or just an open, like you could fall over. Brian fell over, which was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. And then Brian out of fear chased one of the small enemies away, and he backed up off and killed himself out of fear. Hey, when you see Brian coming at you with those grapple hands, you got to get the fuck out of there.
My keep is scary. My 16's scary, dude.
I'd be scared if somebody came at me with toilet hands.
Oh, that's shit. Load it up, dude.
These hands can finish the Vegeta trial, so.
Oh shit. He threw me off with that fucking insult. What are we talking about? So yeah, and then they add, so in those levels, you start seeing a fucking red line of laser coming in, so there's fucking snipers shooting at you while you're trying to navigate through the fucking building. Stress levels are high. It's like high octane fucking adrenaline throughout the entire time. And again, the music is what adds to it. The game is so responsive, and then every time here's the thing. Since you have no gun and they do, they give you a buffer of when they're gonna shoot. So they'll see you aim, and it's like a second or 2. But you gotta catch up. You gotta get to them before they either fire or you hide behind something. If you're running towards someone and they turn around and they aim at you, you have never felt that high. It's like, oh my god, your asshole clenches. Especially if you can only take 3 shots.
Does it whistle?
It makes diamonds. It doesn't whistle.
My butt cheeks clap.
Like you can shoot twice. The worst is when we already got shot twice for that level, and for some reason you took the wrong turn. Oh, another thing. Sorry, these levels are procedurally generated, as in the enemies are placed randomly. So if you get a run where you're fucking going and you've been shot twice, and you make the wrong fucking turn into the wrong place, and there's like 4 people, and they happen to all look at you, you better turn the fuck around because you're not going to survive that goddamn encounter. Unless, like, for Brian, okay, there was a room where it was like a long fucking hallway, and it's bodies of people coming in with guns, and Brian just kept fucking throwing the same people, and everything was exploding. It was fantastic.
Explosions!
So, yes, Ape Out, highly recommend it. Fun as shit to play.
Is it on Steam?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on Steam.
It's on Steam. It's also on the Switch, apparently, I found out.
Yeah, it is. It's also on GOG if you don't like DRM. Oh, man, that was hype. I'm excited talking about it. That's how fucking great it is. What else did I... And then... Brian. I guess you played Octopath Traveler. So before we go to the music, let us know about the Octopath.
Yeah, so I finally got myself a Switch.
Oh, you got the gray one?
Yeah, I don't like the red and blue. Well, I don't like red that much as a color. That blue wasn't nice enough. So
Damn,
putting them two
fuck
in
you.
there, it's not symmetrical or doesn't match. That would have pissed me off. So I got the gray one. Got Octopath. I started it today. I didn't play it yesterday. I put like 2 hours in today.
Oh, you unwrapped it? That sucks.
That's not the Kelsey way.
Oh, okay. Play the. Okay.
Yeah, he played the game. Okay.
I bought it digitally.
Nice.
2 hours in. So the way the game, you start the game, there's 8 characters, hence Octopath. You choose which character you start with. So like when you put a new game, you start as one of them and you start with their story, and whatever each character has different class, different thing they can do with how they interact with people in towns. So the first character I picked was a thief. And that makes it so anyone I can talk to, I can pickpocket. But there's a chance that I don't, and I miss, and my reputation goes down. There's another character that I just picked up. I only have 2 people so far. Who's a hunter. She's like a beastmaster.
Uh-huh.
And she can provoke anyone in a town with her animal to fight her. So you can grind that way. Like you can just fight anybody and get levels and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
There's a bunch of classes. I haven't gotten any other ones, but there's a merchant, which seems like you can just sell anything you want. There's someone who can summon people. A bunch of them I haven't gotten to.
As in people, like people or like beings, like.
I don't know yet. I just when you start the game and you highlight to see who you start with, it tells you their name, their class, their backstory, what they can like, their passive, like what they're allowed to do. My character can open any chest, which is why I picked them.
Ah, that sounds about right.
And what they can do to people in town. I started with the thief. Obviously, I want to loot.
So
Gameplay.
when you come to Vegas, can you bring this so that I can play it while everybody else is sleeping?
Is that like a house in Orlando or what's Vegas?
I think you'll actually like this game a lot, Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey would definitely like it. It's turn-based, so a lot of people are not gonna like it, but
Not a lot of people, just me.
Yeah, the game works. Combat works where an enemy comes in and they have like a block stance or they have like armor on with a certain amount of hits that you need to hit them with something they're vulnerable to. So everybody has something they're weak to, whether it be an axe or a sword or a bow. Once you break that armor, it puts them in a break state where you do full damage and they skip a turn.
Oh shit! It's like a punish.
It ends up becoming, oh, what are they weak to? Let me use this and punish the shit out of them. It does one thing I don't like about it is it's random encounters. It's not like Dragon Quest where you find them
just walking
and
around.
You decide to run at them or not. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you, can any character use any weapon?
No, they're tied to certain things. The thief I picked can only use daggers and axes or swords.
Okay.
But you can equip for both. You don't have to have one weapon. You equip for both, and you decide which one to use when you attack them.
Ooh, okay.
The Beastmaster lady, she has an axe, a bow, and she works like a Pokemon character because any animal you're fighting, you can capture them and make them fight for you.
Sounds awesome.
But if it's not your main, she comes with a trusted companion named Lind, which is like a jaguar, has unlimited uses. The ones you capture, you can only use like 5 times, and then you let it go or whatever. And each one does different damage types or does something different. Some of them can heal you. Some of them do like lance piercing damage. Some of them do like AoEs. So she plays way different than him because all you want to do with him is steal and crit. It does what Child of Light does, where I don't know what other game does this, where they give you the turn bar where it shows you who goes in what order.
Final Fantasy X does that.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it has that at the top, which I like that feature.
It was really helpful, like during, I don't know if it's the same way where different actions have different delays, and so in 10 you could choose, you could see which ones are going when, and then you could do it an attack, and it would slot your character into another position. And sometimes if the attack was low latency, I guess, or low delay, you could possibly get in another attack before the monster does.
So it's like a level of manipulating the order.
In this one, the attacks don't seem to have a speed before you do them, but you can do moves that affect when the enemy goes if you hit him. It's like a spell that the Beastmaster does where she like ensnares you and makes sure that you always go last for 2 turns.
What the fuck?
Then there's some like if you make them sleep, then they're gonna miss the turn. Once you break their armor, they skip a turn because they're stunned.
That's cool.
So that's a lot of meta. That's a lot of mechanics there. That we're planning to do, I guess, depending on the character.
That's the typical, like those old RPG loot system or equipment system. You go to a store in a town, you buy the stuff that's better, you sell what you don't need. You go to the next one, it has better stuff. That's the same. Visually, I know it's emulating like the old games, but it does a really good job with it visually. Like it looks like basically a remastered Chrono Trigger or whatever.
I like the mixture of 3D assets and then having them be sprites and walking around.
The soundtrack so far, really good. So far.
Is it more piano like level music, strings, like what kind of both?
Depends where you are. The starting town for my character sounds like music from Witcher 3.
Whoa.
But then I went to a castle and it sounds like Symphony of the Night. Then I went to the Beastmaster's town and it kind of sounds more like what's the name of where Link's from?
Hyrule?
That town, Kokiri Forest.
Oh,
like
okay.
It sounds like music from that.
I say Hyrule.
Maybe it's like an homage to what they look like, but for the most part, it's diverse. It doesn't really sound the same. I haven't found a song that I hate yet, so.
That's good.
I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't think I am.
I'm just gonna wait to see how it unfolds, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
For the story.
Oh, when you level up, you don't necessarily get a skill. You get what's called job points that you use and spend to buy skills.
Okay.
But every time you buy, it works like Dark Souls, where every time you buy a skill, the next one's more expensive.
So is it so it doesn't matter who you use to level? Like you can, let's say you level your thief, and you can use that job points to buy a skill for somebody else, or is it per person?
They're separate. Each character has their own points.
Okay.
But per fight, if you have them in your party, you both get things. It's not just, this guy killed him, so he gets this.
How many to the party?
I only have 2 so far. I don't know how much it's going to be.
Okay.
I would assume 4.
Gotcha. There you have it.
Yeah, it's fun. If you guys like turn-based and you like RPGs that are probably going to last you 7 lifetimes, then might as well.
Kelsey's probably grinning on the inside.
I mean, I like turn-based. I prefer it for some things, but I really enjoy like action RPGs.
Like
I was really excited for a Final Fantasy action RPG like they had in 15, but the story just didn't pull me in. I just didn't care for it. I feel like ever since 10, it's been kind of downhill for the Final Fantasy games. Like I just don't feel like they've had nearly as much passion go into it.
Someone just yell "shut up"?
Probably Shannon.
Okay. I'm like, who's getting into a fight?
15, since the story was so stupid, I was hoping that 15 was just Kingdom Hearts gameplay and not cartoony. But I didn't get anything that I liked from it. It was just boring. I can't say I hate the game, it was just boring.
Okay. Alright, let's knock down these fucking musics, and then we'll go through the plethora. The musica. Did you listen to both of these, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with the Gcephalstein Hyperion. For me, it came out of the flank. It came out of right field for me because I was not expecting a lot from it, and then he hit me with very Tron Legacy like fucking music.
Which one is this? Sorry.
Yeah.
Hyperion by Gcephalstein.
Yeah.
Steinstein.
Favorite one, go.
Oh shit! Let me get the list real quick.
The one.
Reset's really good.
The one under the Heim one. I don't know who was in it.
Oh, the hacker and Electric Youth.
That one.
It's called Forever. Forever's really good. The Heim one I liked a lot. Even Pharrell's funky, weird chorus. It was really hilarious. I liked the Blast Off.
That's the only song I skipped at the chorus. Everything
Really?
else I listened to. I don't know why people think Pharrell can sing.
I thought it was
He really
great.
can't.
Humanity Gone is a very like opera-ass song that lasts for like 10 minutes and 42 seconds.
Jesus.
Yeah, like it sounds nice though. It's great background music. What else on here? Yeah, Reset is probably one of my favorites on there. But the Haim song I liked a lot. The Weeknd one is still whatever.
Trash.
Like I'm like, ugh, it comes on, I'm like, okay.
The one
Lost
that I
in the
hearted
fire.
was the intro song was amazing.
Ah, I
You should
forgot
probably
what.
look into that rando for your channel. You're most likely gonna like the intro song.
Oh, Hyperion?
The Haim one, They Don't Let Me Down. Haim Doesn't Let Me Down. So, and then the one after that, and the 10-minute one. I think that's the only ones I like. Oh,
But yeah, like
enough to put a heart. Everything minus the Pharrell parts, I actually enjoyed.
yeah, like
What
this.
do you got against Pharrell?
He's a great producer. I don't want to hear him sing. He can't sing.
I feel
He
you.
can rap if he wants
That's
to.
how I feel
but,
about Kanye.
I mean, he can't sing either. That's why he auto-tunes way too much.
But yeah, I liked it a lot. So give it a listen. I was not expecting this type of from the single with The Weeknd. I was not expecting this type of music, and it was actually pretty dope. So I recommend putting that on.
Is it better than the Rebirth 2?
Yeah, like yeah.
You had to think about it for a second because it was so bad. You were like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah,
oh,
like-
yeah, I remember.
That's exactly what happened. I'm like the Rebirth 2. What? And then I'm like, oh no, fuck that.
What the hell was that?
The album we listened to that with like 2 weeks ago. It had like a shitload of tracks in it.
There were like
R&B.
64 tracks.
Who is it?
Eric
Eric-
Bellinger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
listen to that album. I just heard whatever songs Kelsey had played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there. I mean, I saved a couple of them, but like Appleberry, Nada, and Action and King, I think were like the only good ones.
I almost didn't listen to Juice WRLD album because this is like a strict rule unless you're Frank Ocean or someone that I like that much.
Okay.
If you have like more than 15 songs or you're more than an hour long,
For me,
I'm
it's
most likely just not gonna look. I'm not gonna listen.
for me, it's a length time. I don't care how many tracks, as long as the length is not that long.
I care about the tracks because then we get something like Salons where it's a certain amount of songs and they're like a minute long.
Oh, you're right. Where like most of it sounds like one song, but you've already gone through 7.
Yeah, you went through her discography. No, I don't. That's why. Just keep it like 10 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Give me
Favorite
like 45
song,
minutes.
go.
Hold on. Demons with Brent Faiyaz. It's an interlude, but I thought it
Faiyaz,
was.
Anthony.
Huh? What'd I say?
Why are you saying it weird? Faiyaz.
I said Faiyaz.
What the hell's your problem?
I mean, if you're gonna call me Tom Hanks, let's get it. Like,
No, I said you're Jenny.
so I think Demon. It's an interlude, but I thought it sounded really nice. It's only a minute and 35, but the interlude was dope. I like Fast. A lot of these courses are just like, but the writing's pretty good. Empty, I thought was good. Robbery was all right. Feeling was
Just saying
good.
the songs I didn't like.
Oh, word? Damn. Oh, well, I mean, what do you want from
What's
me?
your favorite song, Bryant? Go.
It had to be the Brent Faiyaz song or Feeling, I think. On God was good. I only named 22 songs. I hearted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 of them.
Counting with Brian.
His other album's way better than this one, in my opinion. This just feels like a bunch of just. Future ruined him. He did one collab album with Future, and now he's just making like dumb music.
I don't know. This for me, this sounds just like the other album in terms of what it sounds like. The writing's still pretty good on between the verses, just like the other one.
But he freestyles everything.
Oh, okay. Well, I can tell on some of these, like fucking Syphilis. That's what I got
like
listening
that
to it.
I like that one just because it's so bad, it's funny.
It's so trash. Syphilis probably hands on the worst fucking song on here.
Definitely not.
I
Either
gotta play
I
it.
think Robbery. No, Robbery's the worst song on here by far.
Hear Me Calling, I
far,
think
Robbery.
is like fuck Syphilis, dude.
Did
but
Lil
yeah.
Pump make this? That's how bad it sounds.
Syphilis is. I hated that song.
It's a dumb brazy song, but I didn't add it to the playlist.
What was I gonna
It's just
say?
it sounds like him just going.
Yeah, like his
that's it. That's all it's doing.
Like I said before, like his singing is not great. Like, and he still continues to try to sing. Like it's and it's yelling. Like there's some tracks on here where it's just yelling. Even the what is it? Lucid Dreams. He's yelling in that. In my room.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like emo-ish trap.
Hey, that's fine with it. I'm just letting you know what I don't like about it.
And in this album, it was just emo crap. The songs that I wanted to like, he ruined in some way.
Oh man. I think it's fine. The album itself didn't change my mind on Juice WRLD. He's still doing the same things I don't like. So, I guess I'd say pass on it. Yeah, like I said, I would give it a pass. There's not enough tracks on there that was fantastic.
Everything sounded the same for the most part.
Yeah,
I had to do a collab with Future. As soon as they announced it, like, this is not going to be good.
All right. Well, Randall, this is where you have to jump in. So we had back-to-back-to-back movies. So put your phone away. Shitty podcast etiquette.
Got him. And he whispers.
All right. Replicas. Featuring Keanu Reeves. Reeves?
S.
There's an S, right? Okay. So, Randall, you gonna tell us what this is about?
You can take it.
Huh?
You can go ahead.
All right. So, Keanu Reeves is some sort of fucking scientist. It's just the overview says a scientist. So he's just a scientist trying to transfer the human brain conscious to basically cloning the human brain into a machine, right? The beginning of the movie, it seems like it's not working out. The company he's working for is like, hey, if you don't get this shit working, they're gonna close, or shut us down or whatever, because money's tight, whatever the reason is. Anyway, so he leaves, goes to his spoilers, by the way. If anybody doesn't want spoilers for Replicas, leave now and come back in like 20 minutes. Maybe not 20 minutes. Maybe like 5 minutes.
We can sum this up in like... I could sum this up in like a minute.
Okay. Well, good for you, Brian. We're not speed running here.
Not with that attitude.
So yeah, he takes his wife and his 3 kids. They're gonna go to a trip, but on the trip they run into like shitty weather. A branch lands on the car, impales his wife. He's like, "Holy fuck, you're dying!" in the car, and loses control, lands in the water. His whole family is dead. So he has the idea of, maybe I can make a replica of them. So his coworker, I guess, coworker has pods that he's working on that you can recreate, or I guess grow human beings and shit. So all this is being done in the hush hush, by the way, because obviously this is super illegal. So him and his friend start remaking the people, like his family. The big okay, we're gonna have to break here and discuss a serious dilemma he had to do. So there was only enough pods for 3 of the family members. So he had to decide which family member he's not gonna bring back. Also, he can edit your memories, because he has a digital copy of your brain. So he was able to, once he made his decision on who he's leaving to die, to like literally die, because no one's gonna remember the person. Well, not no one, but it's the family. Okay, yeah. So he changes the memory and then brings back 3 of his family members. Problem is, phantom pain starts kicking in, and they sort of start remembering stuff that happened prior to them being reborn, or whatever the hell it is.
You remember the accident.
They remember the accident, yeah, because it's still in your brain. Like, you're gonna remember it, even so. You make a copy of it, it'll happen. So then he realizes they're sort of remembering the accident. So he goes in and starts editing one of the family members' brain to delete any mention or like something of the accident. Huh?
And the youngest daughter.
And the youngest daughter. Yeah. And then the plot just keeps going. So the people who are going to shut him down are actually like government people or whatever the hell it is, using his tech so he can make clones of other humans so they can sell it to the highest bidder or some shit. And then, yeah, he ends up leaving with his family. And then...
It just got weird.
It just got really, really weird. He transferred his own brain into a robot, and it actually worked this time. And then the robot went on to erase the bad guy's mind and reprogram it. And then the robot became super rich by selling the tech that he has for people who aren't terrible people, I guess, like the elderly. Like the elderly people would be strolled in, and they're like, "Hey, they had money, so they bought a new body, I guess." So they was gonna do the transfer. The one good thing about this movie is it made
Alice
you...
Eve.
Right?
Yeah, Alice Eve is always great. But the one good thing here was it made you think critically. Like, what if this would happen? What would you do? Etc. Like, him making a decision of who would you say if you only... Like, in this... We have 4 people here in this podcast. If we only had fucking 3 to bring... We all died. Well, I guess no, it would be 3 of us died, and you can only bring back 2. Who would it be? Why are you laughing?
Because I wouldn't be able to make the decision. I just have to write a program that would randomly generate who comes back.
That's what he did. First, he tried to make his coworker pick who comes back, and then he just did it randomly. Which at that point, I'm like, oh, that's pretty thought-provoking. What would, like, hey, if I got to bring back somebody and I only have whatever. But then, apart from that, I didn't care for this movie at all. And, oh my god, the fucking robot movement. I swear it was stop motion. Like, it was I did not care. The thing was moving weird. I don't know if it was CG or it was literally... It
was stop motion.
Or if they actually they had a rig and they moved it a little bit, they did stop motion with an actual physical object. I don't know what happened, but
this was released this year,
last year. I mean, this is a funny if
anything about this
because
I don't remember
trailers
or anything.
There's a reason for it. Like, if you ever have a bad movie night or something, go ahead and watch it. It's pretty entertaining for that. You'd be like, oh, shit, who would you pick? Whatever. But just to see who he picks and how they end up getting out of the mess is pretty... It's not enjoyable. Like, it was just like, whatever. Like, okay. Oh, my God.
It's kind of like Upgrade, where it was like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah, like, Upgrade had cool action sequences to keep me entertained, but I didn't care for the plot. I'm like, okay, you're just getting.
The ending was awesome.
Speaking of awesome, I was not expecting to say awesome when I watched Aquaman. We saw Aquaman this weekend, and I was not expecting that. It was literally superhero Uncharted.
With explosions.
How could you not expect it to be awesome with that cast? It's got Willem Dafoe in it.
The only cast that matters. Amber Heard's in it. And the dude from The Get Down.
First of all, you had to take that back because Willem Dafoe is a better actor than both of those combined. Second of all...
I said who only matters.
But yeah...
I say there's nothing in there.
Well, I think like 7 times throughout the fucking the movie, Brian would just mention Willem Dafoe's portrayal in... of Green Goblin, so he would just yell, "And where's Spider-Man?" Oh my god, it was great. Yeah, what's his name killed it with being Aquaman. He was awesome. His lines were pretty good. Amber Heard was dope. Okay, another thing with here, everyone in this movie was wet as they could possibly. I mean, granted, it's in Atlantis, and of course, but it was like purposely done to be like, "Whoa, you're wet." Like It's very, like, for me, it was like if you were purposely trying to arouse me. That's how wet everybody was. Even, what's his name again? Aquaman?
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. I'm like, damn, dude, you looking like, everyone looks good in this. The villains look good. Huh?
I'd hit it.
Yo, like after watching how wet he is in this, you're like, shit, I think I already hit it. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Did you guys get pregnant watching this?
Yeah, like that's what I'm telling you.
Dolph Lundgren's hair got me pregnant.
Yeah.
Who did?
Dolph Lundgren?
Lundgren's
hair. The Russian from
Rocky 4.
Rocky
4.
Oh.
Yeah, he has hair in this, and it was weird to see him with hair. So, like that long of a hair.
I was waiting for him to box anybody.
This fucking action sequence, yo, the fighting in this was awesome. It opens up with Nicole Kidman. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm right. Just decimating a bunch of fucking people from Atlantis in somebody's home, and it's not one of those, hey, let's cut everything. Granted, I'm sure it was a stunt double, but seeing everything in frame.
Heard the redhead?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See his smile? He's like, damn, she wet. Yeah, you saw. Anyway. Yeah, the fighting sequences were awesome. The action, the final battle, dude, with Lobster God. That shit was awesome to watch. There's like a final war at the end that's fantastic. Uncharted style ass middle of the
Sahara Desert.
Yeah, like Sahara Desert stuff where you like
they jumped out of a plane with no parachute.
That's where the Uncharted stuff starts. Because they're looking to see, they're trying to find Poseidon. Is it Poseidon?
But, no, yeah. It's King.
The Trident, yeah.
King.
But it wasn't Poseidon, right?
No.
It's Trident, so they have to go through some Uncharted ass puzzles to find out where it is. So that was entertaining because I mean I like Uncharted, so it's pretty similar to that.
What? You like Uncharted?
Yeah. I mean I look like Nathan Drake, right?
No, you're Mr. Ramick.
Mr. I'm surprised you guys didn't put it on here.
You already talked about it.
I guess, but if you guys want to put your takes on it, they ended up seeing Bohemian Rhapsody finally. But where was I at? Yeah, the story was. I mean, it wasn't like, oh my god, it's done stuff they've never done before. It was like, okay, get the straightforward, get the Trident, and become the king of Asgard. Oh my god, of Atlantis. His brother was a pretty good villain, I thought. Like he had his motives to do what he wanted to do, I guess, but it wasn't Skrulls levels. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna preview a little bit of Captain Marvel there. But I thought it was awesome. If you haven't watched Aquaman, go watch it. It's pretty fun.
It's fun.
Oh my god, the explosions! Black Manda's super move is explode mid-conversation. That's the only way you know Black Man. When an explosion happens, Black Manda's on the scene.
They put Black Manta in the movie just so they had a transition for the next scene.
I'm pretty sure he also cockblocked Aquaman when he was about to kiss Mera by explosion right behind them. Oh man. I mean, his was his arc was pretty much I gotta kill Aquaman, and he stuck to it the entire time. Which ended up which again transitioned to a very good fight scene in Italy, where I swear to you, it's the same. They watched Uncharted. They played Uncharted 4, and they're like, "We're gonna film in those locations," and they did.
Oh yeah, Jason Momoa is a huge Uncharted fan.
He better be. This fucking movie ripped him off. Anyway, yeah, Black Manta was awesome. His suit looked cool in motion. The action sequences, the fighting was great. Like, I'm digging it. Aquaman did a fantastic job. I see why they already settled for a second one.
It's only two good DCEU movies, and it's that and Wonder Woman right now.
Have you seen Suicide Squad? Academy Award winning.
I mean,
I found that movie entertaining, but I wouldn't say it was good. It was Fast and the Furious fun. That's what I saw.
Oh, speaking of that, you saw who's playing Deadshot in the second one? In James Gunn's version?
Idris Elba, right?
Yeah. Which is a yay, but that means he can't play Green Lantern.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Anybody who plays Green Lantern is just... Okay, that's a lie.
Yeah, I need you to...
one that can play Green Lantern.
Okay.
As John...
Stewart,
yeah. The only one.
I thought you were gonna just shit on all Green Lanterns. I'm like, have you not seen Deadpool? All right, Ryan did what he could. Okay. Anyway.
What do you mean did what he could?
In Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say all actors go to die when they play Green Lantern.
He almost did. He almost did, and he bounced back with Deadpool.
And that movie's the only good thing it did was cast Sinestro the way they did. Everything else was trash movie.
Damn, I forgot what Sinestro looks like. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Sinestro in the comics, dude.
Do you remember who played him?
Tim.
All right. Well, so to end our end consumed section here, we all went to see Captain Marvel on Free Day. And actually, before we start, Randall, what did you think of Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Brian, what did you think of Captain Marvel?
I enjoyed it. I'm just trying to think.
This is the best commentary I think I've ever heard.
Because that's what
it's interrupted. Especially when it's interrupted. Kelsey, shut the fuck up and let me talk for once. Jesus Christ.
So moving on.
My only complaints were the Aeon Flux style fighting when it was like it's claustrophobic and it's just cut to this close and it cuts and it's in someone's ass.
Yeah, that's my biggest gripe, and that's not taking that much away from the movie because it was fucking hilarious. The chemistry between her and Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury was awesome. Even Nick Fury's like CGI's face, it was super believable. Like it didn't look bad. It looked like he was younger. Even Coulson, I mean, doesn't look that old to begin with, like his now. But seeing them young, I'm like, oh, this looks nice. Using the scrolls the way that... Okay, my other gripe is I wish it was more of a who's real type of thing. Because scrolls can turn into whoever, and they only use that like near the beginning. Once I don't want to spoil it, I guess. But once the character arc for the scrolls happen, you're like, oh, okay, I see why. But I thought they were going to be more, hey, we're hunting for scrolls. Who can we trust? And only that lasted for only a little bit.
My only guess as to why they didn't go full out on that is because now that they introduced the scrolls, they can do the scroll war. What is it called?
It's Secret Invasion.
Yeah, you could do that in movie form now.
They might, which I guess that gets you hopeful.
My other complaint is the movie's actual villain. Forgettable. They went back to the old way they used to make Marvel movies. It's just there for plot reasons.
Oh my god, who was the...
It was,
oh, you're right.
Old boy.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, I guess they needed to make him forgettable because the Skrulls turned out... I enjoyed the Skrulls arc more than Captain Marvel's. Like, the actual main character. I like the Skrulls... What happened with the Skrulls more than what happened to Captain Marvel. Because, I mean, Captain Marvel's, like, childhood friend lady, I didn't care for. I was like, okay, cool, you used to be cool together, but, like, whatever. And Captain Marvel didn't show... I guess she did show her powers, but, like, a lot of it wasn't like, holy shit, she can take on Thanos. Like, it was just
Captain
her...
Marvel's supposed to be...
She's supposed to be super powerful, but I didn't see...
Yeah.
But she's not stronger than what's already available.
I don't know, like, it was weird. Like,
I think she's, in my opinion, I'm assuming, she's right behind... Doctor Strange's at the top right now. Scarlet Witch is second. Third is probably her.
It's from what I've seen, like, Doctor Strange did pull off some crazy shit while he was fighting Thanos. Like, hers is just, I got beams and I can punch you hard. Like,
She has beams, super strength, absorption of energy, flying. That's literally Iron Man without a suit. That's just her being Iron Man.
Oh, the girl is in the chat. She has the power of the Tesseract? And that too, yeah. She has
the power to control the Time Stone, and Vision had the Mind Stone. Doesn't really mean anything.
Well, now that it's gone, I'm trying to figure out what.
Supreme.
Oh, we're not comparing who's stronger. I'm trying to figure out what.
That's alive though. She's first or second because all you have is Scarlet Witch and her, right? Everybody else is just.
Wait, Scarlet Witch survived?
I don't remember.
No, she died.
Yeah, she died too, right?
She died.
Yeah.
Okay, so currently alive, she's the strongest one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much their only hope at this point. Yeah. I just hope they show off, like, make her flex. Like, I don't think this movie had her flexing like, oh, I can take on anything. Granted, she just now learned how to control it, but
Mm-hmm.
Now that she turned Super Saiyan 5 in the movie, like, I hope it gets cooler. Look.
All this time she's been a space cop, so maybe she learned some things.
What is her name in the movie?
Carol Danvers.
Yeah, Carol Danvers. It seems like they changed some stuff. Like I thought Marvel was supposed to be someone who gives her the powers. Technically, that happened, but not indirectly, because Marvel ended up being a scientist. I guess spoilers for people who haven't seen Captain Marvel, but
they changed it to because Marvel was the original Captain Marvel, and it was a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then he dies, or he's the one that just passes it on to her.
Like One for All.
Yeah, he dies.
Yeah, and this one she also died, but it was the explosion of the engine that they were working on, which was powered by the Tesseract, like the same energy Tesseract has.
Does Ben Mendelsohn play some asshole in this movie?
He's he's a Skrull.
Yeah.
He's an awesome actor.
I really like him as like an evil type character.
He does
like a dickhead.
Yeah, but he does both. Not both. I guess that's a spoiler. He does really well with being evil here, but he has a very good arc here. A very
he's probably the best done character in this movie.
Yeah, like at the end of it, you're like, oh shit, like it gets real.
Because I really enjoyed him in Ready Player One.
He was also good in Rogue One.
I never saw Rogue One.
Oh, what? Rogue One's really good. You should watch it.
That's like the only Star Wars movie I actually love.
I haven't given a shit about Star Wars since
okay, well,
the original or the prequels. You know, like the prequels, like going into it is like, yeah, you know, they were cool for their story arc and whatever. Some of the stuff didn't really make sense. They kind of set some other stuff up. The original 3, you know, 4, 5, and 6, those were awesome, but I grew up with those, you know, and then 7 and all these other ones are coming out, and I'm like, yay, you know, like, I'm not one of those diehard fanboys that, you know, grew up with the series from day one and was like, oh my god.
No, watching Rogue One made 4 and 5 even that much better.
I've seen all of them so far. The only one that I could say I actually care about is Rogue One. The other ones are, it was space fights. I like space stuff. I can enjoy it on that aspect. But
space stuff. Thank you for reminding me. So, Aquaman and Captain Marvel made it clear that they've also seen Star Wars. By adding in a lot of Star Wars-ass fucking aerial battles. Captain Marvel had a section with it, but Captain Marvel I think makes a little more sense because she's a pilot.
You're a pilot.
But going back to Aquaman real quick, yeah, they had like underwater fucking Star Wars ass chases and shots, which I mean I like it. I'm just like, but why? I like it, but why? Back to Captain Marvel. What do we miss? We got the Skrulls. Chemistry was great.
The post-credits scene, one of them puts her directly into the story for the next movie, or the next Avengers movie.
Yeah, spoilers for, I guess, the after credits scene. So if you haven't seen it, skip ahead like 30 seconds or a minute. So for those who've seen the trailer for Endgame, yeah, take it off, Ron. There's a part of it where you see Bruce Banner looking to see all the people who have deceased. Basically, it's Captain America, Blondie. Black Widow, and Bruce Banner and Don Cheadle's character. Fuck. Rhodey?
Yeah.
Rhodey, yeah.
Yeah, they're going through and whatever happening in that moment. I don't want to spoil the trailer. Well, it's like in that same shot and the same scene, I guess, in comes the after credits of this movie. So if you haven't seen the trailer, it's not going to spoil the trailer, but it takes place in the same area, like around the same time.
She showed up like Batman.
Yeah, like how the fuck? Yeah, you can put it back on. Whoop. Put it back on. There you go. He hear me now. Oh fuck. Put it on, Bryant. Jesus. Brian, you're the only person. You're the only person with without the headphones on.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so yeah, I enjoyed Captain Marvel.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know what the hell's going on here.
I did this for you to put on your headphones.
I'm not looking at you.
Oh, okay. That explains it. Captain Marvel. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's like high up there in my MCU list.
It could have been worse. Is my review.
I guess it could have been worse.
Did you say it's the worst?
No.
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 What the fuck? Do you remember Thor had 2 movies before Ragnarok?
Yeah, like Thor 1 and 2 are Thor 1 I think got better because of Ragnarok, so I think Dark World for me isn't the worst one.
Actually, that's true too. Iron Man 3. It's tied. The first 2
Oh
Thors and
fuck.
Iron Man 3
You're right.
are tied in my opinion.
Iron Man?
One of those Whichever one of those 3 you say is the worst movie, I wouldn't argue it.
What was your third one, sorry?
I said the first 2 Thors and Iron Man 3.
Oh wow. Okay.
As far as bad movies, I can't say that for Ragnarok. I can just say that it's not a movie for me. That's all I can say for that.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok, like I enjoyed it, but I feel like they were trying too hard. I think I read somewhere that they had like a script to follow, but they were given free range to kind of make jokes and ad lib a whole bunch of stuff and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I felt like it was just one of those that tried way too hard to be funny. Like,
if you watch
Deadpool?
the director is Taiki Waititi, I think it was something like that. I'm fucking up your name. I'm sorry. His previous movie was Hunt for the Wilder People, and if you watch Hunt for the Wilder People, you'll understand why that movie is that way. That's just his directing style. He likes the ad libbing. He likes to keep it uplift, like even in like dire times. Put a little joke in somewhere, like the snake story. I don't know a single person who hears that snake story and doesn't laugh.
That's the only scene I think I laughed at that I can remember.
Kelsey has no idea what I'm talking about. What the fuck? Did you watch the movie?
Which one?
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
There's a snake story. That's the one thing you can come out of that movie remembering by heart.
The one where
you're dead to me.
Loki. You're talking about when Loki turns into the snake and bites.
You see? Yeah. Because he was admiring the snake, and then he turned into, he goes, ha! And it's like, it's hilarious. Oh my god. Why are we talking about Thor Ragnarok here? Yeah, but Captain Marvel, like, it's down there, but not like way down there. It's not Iron Man 3 or fucking Dark World levels.
It's like solid in the middle.
Yeah, it's a good middle one. It's fine. It's not it's not bad at all. And my only gripe is the fighting sequences. Like,
it's that and the forgettable villain yet again.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, okay. Do they lead up anything besides scrolls? Like there wasn't any other like hidden Easter eggs or stuff, right? That we missed, or did you guys read up on?
I haven't seen it. I'll wait for this channel. I think it's New Rock Stars or something. They put together all the Easter eggs they can find for the movie.
Gotcha. Because I didn't catch much on there while watching it. Besides, hey, they set up the scrolls really well too. So
the only thing I have to say is that I think the entire time that I was watching the movie, I kept thinking to myself, this could be so much better if it was Charlize.
Oh, you wanted Charlize Theron to play Captain Marvel?
I'm not taking anything from the actress, but I didn't...
Yeah, you gotta be louder still.
I didn't get that whole intensity. Like, she didn't come off intimidating at all. And if
not like Charlize does in Aeon Flux.
If she's supposed to be like...
That movie's trash. We don't mention it unless you say something bad.
Randall, I'm sorry to cut you. I'm sorry to cut you off, Randall. Kelsey, the only fucking movie you reference Charlize Theron as intimidating is Mad Max Fury Road or Atomic Blonde. Atomic Blonde or Fury Road, okay?
Never saw either.
He said Aeon Flux?
It's the only one that I can remember that I've seen her in.
Then you have homework to do. Next week I better see on this fucking list, on this doc that you watched Fury Road and Atomic Blonde. Go ahead.
I don't remember the point I was making.
You were telling me that she wasn't intense enough? Yeah.
She didn't have the ferocity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, she's supposed to be, the way the MCU is making it out is she's like supposed to be the savior to help them fight Thanos. And I don't see her as like a, oh my God, thank God she showed up type character.
It's because she's more adorable than anything, I think, Brie Larson. So it fit the way that they portrayed her, Captain Marvel. It fit because she was like a easy come, easy go
type of gal,
jokey person. So it kind of fits. But Charlize would have made it more like, that's a bad mamma jamma, if you know what I mean. Like, it would have, seeing her in the suit would have, I think, made you want to respect the character more. I don't know.
Yo, I did not know you can change the color of the suit like that.
I didn't either.
That shit was badass. I'm like, yo, I could be, any day I can be like, no, it's blue today. Oh, it's yellow today.
I don't know if that's just for the movie or not. I don't remember ever seeing that, so I don't know.
Yeah, same here. Like, I don't remember ever her just changing the color. That shit was badass. Also, I have a question for the Skrulls. It's been dawning on me. I thought they could. Is it their entire body? Like, I don't. Okay, they were able to change into clothes. I thought their body can change to organic things, but they can just put clothing on with their skin, if that makes sense. So if I touch their shirt, is that actually their skin? Are they naked?
I've never touched one. I don't know. When I see them, they're dressed exactly the same as whatever they're portraying. I never questioned it past that.
Oh man.
That bothered me after a bit. I'm not gonna touch one.
You'll touch one.
Oh, the fucking cat. Everyone, like, I've heard people get really excited about the cat. The cat had funny parts in it. That's it.
I didn't care really.
Yeah.
Speaking of funny part, that part with the I can't really say that thing that happened that explains why a certain person looked the way they do.
Oh yeah,
that part was really funny to me because the Skrull had been telling him the entire time, like, this is a serious thing.
Yeah,
then when it happened, and he was like, it'll be fine, I'll be okay. He was like, the camera cut to him, he's like,
that's just for the listeners. He's just shaking his head. That was actually really hilarious. Like, I fucking told you.
Mm-hmm.
I for the past 45 minutes, I've been like, yo, get that thing away from me. You shouldn't be fucking around with it.
I think that's the only thing that made it funny is that they kept saying, "Cat no bueno," and then for the payoff was the one time that X thing happens, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, another thing that fucking movie just got me hyped for, like, it's like a month and a couple weeks away.
I'm less than 2 months away from finding out where Peter is, where Steven is, and where Hope is. That's all I ask.
And those are the heavy hitters. Do we want to do predictions on what's going to happen now that we have Captain Marvel's back end here, or nah?
I heard a rumor.
Uh-oh.
Surfer.
I heard a rumor that the Russo brothers did two versions.
Uh-huh.
One that's heavy Captain Marvel and the other one that isn't. And depending on how well the movie did, they would release one or the other.
I don't think that's true, man. You know how much time it takes? That's also, I mean, they have the money.
All it is just cutting scenes.
I get that, but like...
Yeah, but you still have to film the scenes and then get them cut and all that other stuff.
They're already filmed. You just would cut them. You would literally just cut the person out and have them appear less in the movie than normal.
That also affects the plot, so they'd have to do the whole scene as if she's not there.
Which they probably did. I mean, that's what editing is.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about the time they use filming. That doesn't account for that because they haven't even had Captain Marvel stuff in yet. The timetable doesn't seem right.
Again, I open up saying that
the
it was
rumor.
a rumor.
Hey, we're not attacking you. We're attacking the rumor.
I highly think that that's just bullshitting. The amount of work, the amount of time, work, and budgeting to basically make two versions of it, that would be that drastic as to cut out a new character. I don't think that's a thing. If it is, then hey, they'll have both versions on the Blu-ray version maybe. But if not, then
They did release the. They didn't make the tweet that they're finished with post-process, so the movie's done. I forgot when that came out. If it was this week or last week, but the movie's good to go. They have the final cut. So, leak it. You know what I'm saying? You say that and they make that face now, but when your boy knows what happens to my man, which is probably dying.
I don't care what you know. I just want to watch it the right way.
I don't know anything, but I know Tony's dying.
No, he's surviving now. Cap's dying.
I don't think Tony's gonna die.
I think both of them are gonna die.
I'm calling it right now. Guaranteed, Captain America dies.
Did you put up the call sign? Okay, he did.
Calling it.
All right.
There's certain evidence I could also use that I was gonna use, but it's in the post-credit scene. But I don't know if we're spoiling it. So
no, not like it just came out. Let people watch it. Oh man, let's hope not. Let's see what happens, people. I can't like Russo's.
How do you think the movie's gonna open up?
Oh, that's a good question. You mean
now? Last time it took place immediately after Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So what do you think is gonna?
Time's passed because
I think it's either gonna be open up on whatever Thanos is doing after all that shit happened, or literally right after the post-credit scene we saw for Captain Marvel.
No, I think Brian might be right. It might open up because Brian, you haven't seen the trailer at all, right?
No.
Okay, well, no, you don't have to take it off. No, don't take it off. Don't take it off. You know how the trailer starts with Thanos, whatever? That part. That's probably what's going to open up with. And then it's going to be where's everybody, how's everybody been handling the snap? Yeah. Because, I mean, we saw Thor with his fucking M&M jacket on. Like...
I know I'm late to the party, but Tony's going to survive. He adapts to literally every situation.
What?
Minus
you said Tony.
That PC sentence. If they were going to kill him, they would have killed him the past movie.
Kelsey's his agent.
I know he can do it. Mr. Tony.
No, somebody
happy.
actually posted side by sides about everything that he's learned throughout the movies and all the movies and all the advancements to his suit and everything on how it is that he adapts to whatever situation he can't overcome at a certain time. And it was really cool to see.
I mean, he's got to figure out how to get from planet 1 to planet 2 without dying. Because that man's up in space and he's stuck with a robot woman. Like, she can live.
He doesn't need his left arm. He can cut that off and eat it.
I heard what they're going to do is whenever he's supposed to be on the scene, they're just going to play scenes from The Martian. And then they'll cut back to the original movie.
What was it? Fuck yeah, potatoes? No, it was something else. What did he grow on The Martian?
Potatoes.
Yeah, okay. So it was that. I think didn't he just yell out "fuck yeah, potatoes" or some shit in the movie?
I don't remember that.
Fuck it. So opening up, I think it's gonna open up with that thing I said. But there's got to be monumental deaths. Otherwise, it's not gonna hit as hard as I. If you bring everybody back, I'm not. That's gonna be whack. I need Game of Thrones death. You know what I'm saying? Like dead. Somebody got a dead.
If they were gonna kill Iron Man, like I said, for them to do that in the other movie and then they kill him off here, I think that's just a waste. That's just poor writing, in my opinion.
That's a waste of shock value.
Oh damn! I guess they cut the music out and everything when a young boy guy fucking sent to Oakland.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck me. When that music when it went silent and it was just slow motion, Tony getting fucking wrecked. I'm like, not like this.
Everybody collectively sighed.
Yeah, it was like, fuck.
I don't think he's gonna make it. Plus, if deaths matter, like they're not gonna just magically bring everybody back like Dragon Ball. Kelsey, you're pissing me off right now. I'm trying to talk. That wasn't even a yawn. If deaths matter, you're gonna need one of the OG members to coach the new Avengers. Cap's dead because
Luke Cage is gonna step in. Stepkin.
I need you to sort it out, Kelsey. Is what I need you to do.
He's gonna be like, "This is how you don't get canceled." Yeah. But no, yeah, Cap, I think is gone.
I got one.
You got a rumor there. I just need you to step
Not
up.
a rumor.
I'm sorry, a theory. Sorry.
A theory.
Step up them decibels and hit it.
So how does it work? It's dimensions. It's multiple Earths, right? But is it another dimension?
Yeah, it's a different.
There are different dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if Tony's nightmare comes true? What if everyone dies but him, but in his dimension, like the one we're currently in, but in the other ones they're alive?
Oh, you mean
from that movie where he's like walking over the dead bodies and things?
I think it's from Age of Ultron. Scarlet Witch
makes
makes him see a nightmare or something, and that's what.
What if even though they win, what if all of them do die but him?
If everybody dies, Randall, but Tony, that fucking. I have questions. Where, like, Spider-Man's coming out,
but
like,
no, but that's what I'm saying. I thought that was weird too. But what if the Spider-Man that we see in Far From Home, which is Far From Home, isn't the Spider-Man we saw die? What if it's another Spider-Man from a
different dimension? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's gonna be the point, I don't think it's gonna be what you're saying. What you're saying, I think it's two possible things. If that happens, where Tony's the only one left, I think that'll be like his sacrifice to save a different dimension from Thanos, or like keep everybody alive.
Oh.
If he has to be on that world by himself, or if it's I already had this idea as well, where they have an alternate Spider-Man. I think they're not gonna bring back people. They're just gonna go to a different dimension and replace whoever died, and that's how they're gonna do it instead of, what's her name? Green lady.
Gamora?
Oh,
yeah, Gamora. I don't think it's gonna be, oh, she's back now. I think it's gonna be an alternate Gamora or stuff like that. I don't think the versions of the characters that died already are gonna be resurrected.
They just need to go to a different dimension and replace Doctor Strange with Bill Murray.
What are you smoking on, right? You sipping on the lean, right? What are you sipping on, dude?
I'm hitting that goofy juice.
Somehow you said that, and now I have a headache. I don't even.
I just wanted to see you guys' reactions. Oh man.
Yeah, it's just like they're not going to be resurrected because they're not dead. That's keeping it positive. I'm in denial forever.
They technically just don't exist.
I guess so. That's true. Because I think they still have memories of them. Obviously. No, they do exist. I'm sorry. I flipped my thing. They do exist. They're just dead. Because they didn't exist. If they made them so they don't exist, they wouldn't have the memories of them.
But no one said not exist anymore.
I thought Kelsey just said that.
He said they still exist through memories. Is that what you said? I don't know. You threw me off with that fucking Bill Murray thing and my head hurts.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying that I don't know that he... I mean, I guess you could classify it as killing them, but I think he just made them not exist anymore. Like, you still remember them up to that point, and then after that, they're just gone.
The big question mark is for me in how Endgame's going to turn out is how are they treating the Soul Stone? Is it killing them, or is their souls in the Soul Stone?
I don't know. Out of the Soul Stone.
Well, I mean,
that's makes sense because if the theory that Ant-Man goes into that dimension, the Soul Stone dimension, and brings them all back, does that mean they have a body now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's weird. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how they're gonna.
Look,
I don't know. All I'm
saying is I just need to see 3 bodies come back in any form. Just 3 bodies.
In cheetah
Which
form?
one's Bill Murray?
None of them is... Did you just watch Groundhog Day?
There's a reason he got shot in the chest in fucking Zombieland.
Oh, man. Alright, well, that's it on Captain Marvel, then. I can't wait for Endgame at this point. Just no in-between movies now. Like, it's... Every day I check the news feed, I'm waiting for a headline that says, on sale now. And...
I heard that they're pushing back Endgame so that Howard the Duck comes out before it.
No, I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah, that's what's happened.
I hope not. Said. Can you imagine they fucking pull it? They do that? No, they probably can get sued.
I don't know.
Instead of the Endgame, it's just a full length feature of Howard the Duck.
Mm-hmm.
But you paid for Endgame. Like I'm pretty sure you can get sued for that. So they're not gonna do that.
No, I said they push it back. They don't put the wrong movie. They push it back, and they
okay.
That before.
I guess that'll piss people off too. All right, peeps. That's everything. Oh, we have some 2 requested topics here. We have one from DJ Case from Ohio asking, "What is your Discord? I followed but still cannot chat." I didn't see you in the Discord chat. ADLRplays.com. There should be a link to the Discord up there. If not, we can put it in the chat if you're here, but I don't know if you're here. And another one by Swiper from Dora, and it says, "Swiper, no swiping." Thank you for your tantalizing topic.
You may want to just be sure that for the Discord thing that he's actually in the right channel, because you do have a couple that have restricted chatting.
I think the only link I have out is for the general, so if he's in the general, he should come up in the rest of the stuff. It's weird. I'll figure it out.
Time for the news.
The news. We can run this through real quick. I mean, major ones is like 2 or 3. The rest is just us getting hype for hype things. First one is Google. All right, I'm done. Someone else read this, please.
Google's game streaming console controller potentially revealed.
Thank you. They're having a panel at GDC. I don't forget when. I think it's this week. I think it's on Thursday. That doesn't matter. Anyway, a patent was leaked, and someone made a 3D render of the controller, so what it could look like off of the patent that they filed. Looks really dope. It looks really clean. It has a lot of like colors. The Google's colors. I can't full screen this, I guess. It's white with the green, red, blue. It looks really sleek, but I can't buy it because I'm sure all my gunk is gonna fuck up the paint. So, because I'm a sweaty, dirty, disturbing person.
It looks uncomfortably flat.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks blocky in a way that I don't think it's gonna be comfortable to hold.
It looks like I can get a paper cut from holding it.
Oh, I don't know about paper cut, but it looks.
I mean, it looks just like every other controller.
It looks more like the PS4 one with the thumbsticks down in the center instead of offset like in Xbox.
Offset.
Mm-hmm.
I really prefer the Xbox controllers offset over the
offset.
Yeah,
PS4.
I agree. I like
the PS4 controller. Like on paper, I prefer it with the stick at the top and the D-pad at the bottom. But the controllers themselves, I prefer the PS4 controller because it's just more comfortable to play on. I don't know why.
Okay, so then, but what about on sand?
On sand, I would probably have to say the Wii Nunchuck is the best thing by far.
There you go. You heard it here first. That's about it. I mean, there's gonna be a shitload of info at that conference. They released a little hype video for it, which just, hey, get ready for the 19th. I think it's March 19th. If I'm not mistaken. So next week we'll have. I guess no. If it's a week from today, it might happen the day of the podcast. So we might have a shitload of breaking news that day. But we'll see. I'm hype. It's from Project Stream. It seems like it works. So. Oh, yeah. Janiana says the Harry Potter mobile game made by Niantic. Damn it. Niantic? That's how you pronounce it?
Is it Niantic or something?
Niantic? People who made Pokemon Go. Well, some journalists got their hands on an early build. It seems like it looks dope. If you guys want to go pre-register, go to Google Play Store. And I think you can type in, it's Harry Potter Wizards Unite, I think it's called.
Wizards United or Unite, one of those?
Yeah, Wizards Unite, and you can just pre-register right from the Play Store. I think you can do the same thing with the Apple Store. So yeah, it looks pretty dope. Yeah, Wizards Unite. Grassy, baby. Today, actually, Spotify announces that with your Spotify Premium, you get Hulu.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So if you have a Spotify Premium as of today, March 12th, 2019, you have Hulu. You should be able, I don't know where you have to go to, I don't know if it's just you sign in with your Spotify account or whatever, but you're paying for Spotify and for Hulu. The ad version. You know how there's like different tiers in Hulu? Like there's an ad one and then the no ad one. So
to be honest, I didn't know that Hulu owns Spotify.
They don't. It's just a partnership.
Oh, so they're not owned by the same company?
No.
They don't have the same parent company. Kind of like.
Oh, I don't think so. Spotify is its own like. Oh, maybe Hulu because Spotify went public like a year or two ago. So maybe they own most of the shares or something. I don't know.
I forget Hulu's a thing anyway, so this doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not like you. I'm dying for this Hulu membership. Name 3 things that are on it.
Yeah, I'm just making sure everybody knows.
I'm not saying to you. I don't know who would get excited. I guess they're like, okay, I have Hulu now. I don't think anybody would like throw their baby in excitement or anything.
I mean, it's for those people who have Spotify and Hulu. Now they don't have to worry about paying for Hulu because they're already paying for, unless they have like the no ad version. But it's cool to have. I mean, that was a dope announcement. I was excited for people who had Spotify. I'm like, oh shit, now you can watch shit on Hulu. I mean, Handmaid's Tale's on it, and I don't know what else.
Exclusively? No, it's on.
No, Handmaid's Tale's only on Hulu.
Isn't it on TV as well?
No. I don't know where you got. It's a Hulu original.
Some reason I thought it was on like what's Game of Thrones on? Some reason I thought it was on
That's HBO.
I don't know why.
Hulu originals. They have other shows. It's just I haven't caught up with their stuff.
I think the Runaways is on there. I don't know.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, the Runaways are on there.
I'm the best.
Castle Rock is on here. I heard decent things.
I want to try that show. I'm double pink. I don't know what you said, Kelsey, so I just defaulted to that response.
Oh, the James Franco one, 11/22/63. I think Javi mentioned it. I thought it was pretty good, so that's on there too.
Let's do season 3. That's what I want to know.
Soon, I guess. Moving right along. This is all stuff that came out today, I guess. Microsoft went on and finally confirmed the rumors that the Master Chief Collection is coming to PC fucking finally.
Though date?
No.
Of course, they're gonna sell each one in fucking separately.
No. Hold on. They're rolling. It's a bundle. It's just they're releasing it separately. They're releasing one at a time to make sure that everything's stable for each game that they release. If I'm not mistaken, let me read it again, just in case. But from when I read it. Hold on, let me stop this video. That's probably going to play.
It says in the title, the Master Chief Collection is coming to PC, each game to be sold separately within the package.
The thing here doesn't say...
The only thing I can guess with the way that you just said the wording for it, the only thing I can guess is you can buy the whole collection, I guess for $60, but if you swear by Halo 3, then you could probably buy that for like a fraction of it.
Probably. That's what I can assume as well. Because there's no way they're going to sell the Halo collection that came out $60 on Xbox One and then charge $60 for each. So I guess you can buy them each if you want. But yeah, there's no word if there's going to be crossplay or if it's going to be part of the Xbox Play Anywhere, which would be great because then I can just buy one and play it on both. But it's also coming out on Steam, which I thought was rather peculiar. Because I think the last game that was on Xbox, Ori, but that was an indie game. And so was Rise. I think this is the first Microsoft game to be on Steam. First party, anyway.
None of the Forza Horizons are on.
That's on That's on Microsoft Store. Yeah, it's not on Steam. So I mean, this could be great news for the future of Microsoft games. Microsoft's putting their games on everything now. They're like, please play our shit. Which I don't blame them.
I mean, there's not really a reason not to because they either own half the domain or they have partnered with the people that own the other half and are like, no, look, you're going to use this and you're going to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And then they're going to be doing the clouds. I'm sure we're going to get more information on the PC version during E3's their press conference. So yeah, they're going to start off with Halo Reach and then release Halo 1, 2, 3, 3 ODST, and then 4. So,
shit.
Sweet.
Wait. You said it's in order of original release? Is
yeah. 1, 2, 3, ODST, and then 4.
Reach? Did you say Reach first?
Yeah, Reach is going to be first.
Okay.
Wait,
so
what is Combat Evolved?
The first one.
Oh, that's the first one. Totally forgot that was the title.
That's back when people cared about subtitles and not just slapping on a number afterwards.
I mean, it's easier to follow what the order is with the numbers. I don't really. The title's not gonna make me want to buy it or not, unless it says like Halo, Brian's. No, and then I'm like, well,
okay,
can't buy this.
Yep.
I couldn't think of anything that's
they could have done like what they did with ODST, where they were like Halo 3 ODST.
Yeah, like they could still add a number and a subtitle. Like I hate when it's just it's Halo 2.
I think they did it for that because it takes place during Halo 3, but it's a side story. I think that's the only reason they did it that way.
That makes more sense too.
And I don't know if you saw. I don't remember if you said this already, but it's in the article. It says the wording suggests that each title will be sold separately within the overall MCC package. A Microsoft spokesperson confirmed as much to GameSpot. Each title will be available separately, download and purchase.
Nice. So I guess for people who don't care about one or two or something, and they just want a certain game, they can pay probably there's 5 games.
$60.
No, they're not gonna charge $60. No. I don't see. Microsoft is on a roll, Kelsey. I don't know if you've been listening to me rant about their cloud shit, their Xbox Game Pass. They're not fucking this up.
They're going to.
It's
not gonna be one of those $20 collections where you get each game for $4.
Watch it be that.
That's not what. I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's what Anthony's saying.
The whole package will be $30, maybe $40.
The whole package is probably going to be retail price. It's going to be $60, and then each game is going to be a fraction of that if you want it separately.
Then get ready for the boom, Brian. $40. Watch it. Watch it happen.
So you guys heard it here first. When Anthony's wrong.
He didn't officially call it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He called it.
Called it. You'll see me fucking react. That's what's going to come up to during the press conference. She's going to be like this.
And
right when that fucking...
60?
I'm going to be like this.
Ring.
I'm gonna be like...
ring. Hello?
Yeah.
And look right at the camera, and then we'll beat off.
That's okay. Well...
This is why you're single.
Yeah, he's just so disgusting, dude.
What are you talking about, dude? I have my hand.
All right, so let's move on real quick. What am I talking about? Gearbox. Yes.
Who is Gearbox again?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Their biggest game is Battleborn.
Yeah, Brian, that's their biggest game. Yep. So they finally tweeted with an eye emoji of a picture of a road sign that says March 28th, Boston, Massachusetts. That's where I think PAX East is going to be taking place. They're probably going to do a panel about Borderlands 3. On the top right, the exit says 3 on it. No other game they've made has even made a sequel besides Borderlands. So what? Huh?
Bulletstorm.
No. There's only been one Bulletstorm, so there's no Bulletstorm 2. So that can't be.
They released it twice.
As a remake.
Remastered it.
Who does original game remake and then 3?
I would. Well, Javi said this game is just called 3.
If this game is called 3, that'd be really funny. But I mean, it looks like Pandora or some sort of old I don't know. It's Borderlands 3. There's no way this announcement is not Borderlands 3.
I don't know, dude.
March 28th. Get ready to get hyped, people.
It might be a new game, like what was that one that is it Obsidian that's is releasing?
The Outer Worlds?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't none of that makes any sense. It's Borderlands. They've been looking for people to hiring people to work on it. They've already said, I don't know how long ago, they had 90% of the studio working on Borderlands. If they come on and say it's Battleborn, I'm done with Gearbox.
It's Battleborn the pre-sequel, dude.
Yeah. Technically, there's already 3 Borderlands out.
Yes, but not a proper sequel. All right? There's no... There's no 3... It's a pre-sequel.
Doesn't matter. That's still the third one.
It's a sequel to.
It's the third one half. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh my god. It's Borderlands 3, people. March 28th. Get ready.
It's Borderlands 2 mobile.
No, if you said Borderlands 3 mobile, I'd believe you.
No, it's 2 mobile.
That 3 isn't there on accident.
It's because they're releasing it on 3 different things on the Microsoft OS for your phone, for Apple, and for Android, dude. That's why it's 3.
Is there any Microsoft phones out? There's no more.
I used to have one. I don't know why I bought it. I regretted it immediately.
Oh my god, there still is.
I think Nokia is still Microsoft.
The Lumia. Yeah, the Lumias are still out here. Okay.
So there you go. I just debunked your idea. new Borderlands. Borderlands 2 mobile.
If they do you understand how fucking angry everyone would be if they released a Borderlands game that supports Windows Mobile? I would be so furious.
I can't even imagine how you would feel, Anthony. Like having some company just come out and shit all over your hopes and dreams with them shitty ass mobile games,
and then ask me if I have a phone.
I'll tell you have a phone.
Oh
God
no!
Damn it!
So what we got here? Oh, Phoenix Point. What the fuck?
What the hell was that?
It's the XCOM game I was talking about. I don't know if it was last week or the week before. Made by I don't remember who made it. Where's the developer's fucking name?
Hold on, I just looked at it and it scrolled up for me because that's what I wanted.
Are you kidding me?
Snapshot Games.
Snapshot Games. Okay. Yep, from the creator of XCOM. There you go. So people who made XCOM are making their own thing, and it's XCOM based. I mentioned it. I don't remember if it was last week or the week after.
I think it was last week. I don't remember. Ever since the divorce, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I saw spoilers in it, Kelsey. How the fuck am I gonna read the modder stuff? The final boss into a playable character.
What?
Is it Demon King or not? He becomes a playable character.
No, the dude just mods the.
No, but I'm asking who becomes the final. Is the final boss? No, he froze.
He just froze.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good screen.
That's a pretty good screen cap.
Can somebody capture that? All right, no, hold on. Just capture it, put it into Photoshop, give him a grill. Do that for me. Anyone who's talented, Randall, it's on YouTube. Watch the archive for this. Screenshot this moment. Put a grill on him.
Timestamp is 1:46. An hour and 46 minutes in. Look at him grilling, dude. I don't wonder if he knows this is happening to him right now.
He looks like he's being weighed down from the drip he's gonna have if you guys do what I want you guys to do.
Shit. Dude, he's trying to figure out where to coke at.
Put a fitted on him too.
Yeah, can we put some Timbs on his table right there? Oh, he's back.
On my screen, Bryant is frozen.
He saw me come in.
The SmackDown.
Okay, what? we have a good segment for you there, dude.
So, but no, I mean, there's I don't remember it says spoilers, just don't read the fucking article. The only thing that's funny is that a modder turns the Devil May Cry's final boss into a playable character. He uses some tool to make the final boss a playable character on the PC and gives you a limited basic movement system and special abilities.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Speaking of mods, someone modded Smash Bros. So you can play as Shrek. So, all you Ganondorf fans out there, if you think he'd be a little better of a character if he was green, then there you go.
Wow, that's really out of all the characters they could put in, Shrek was their choice.
Yeah, you can mod it.
Goodness, come on.
Make Lucario Goku.
Oh shit! I'm not really care that much. What is this?
Improbable is opening up 2 new game studios. One of them is going to be headed by a former BioWare executive.
Okay.
Casey Hudson?
I don't remember.
You said BioWare? It says
is headed by Aaron Flynn, the former BioWare general manager.
Okay, no. Brian, why would Casey Hudson leave right now? They just launched the Anthem. He's got a lot to do.
He left for BioWare 3. For Mass Effect 3. And it seems like people are just finding everything to shit on Anthem. So maybe he's like, I should have never came back. I saw what you guys did with Andromeda, and then just leave.
No, I'm sure he's got ideas for the next Mass Effect. He's going to stay on.
Don't make another one. Stop.
Aaron Flynn was the former BioWare general manager who managed Improbable last year. At BioWare, he was the head of the studio for Mass Effect and Dragon Age series.
Oh, then there you go.
Hoping good things come from him.
Okay, let's bring it on. More studios.
They announced the next Dragon Age, didn't they? At the Game Awards?
I don't remember that.
Dragon Age?
I feel like I've seen this. Maybe I'm just so Raven and I can see into the future, but I'm pretty sure
I put Nest. Goodness, Anthony. Yeah, there was a trailer. It was like a canvas painting. But they didn't show a gameplay or anything. They just said, "Hey, it's coming." It was Game Awards. You're right. Damn, I don't remember that trailer. It was just like, I guess, narrating, like paintings and the people narrating over it.
I don't remember seeing it. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember what I saw. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. What is this? Outward?
Trying 4. Stop skipping shit.
Did I skip something? Oh, it's because the thing was highlighting over it.
Uh-huh.
You feel a jive.
Yeah, we saw the trailer earlier today. That shit looks dope. It looks like more. Hopefully, there's more content because 3 fell flat because it just felt like really short and.
They removed everything that was fun. They took out the skill points and they made it now more 2D.
Yeah, so hopefully they go back to the first 2 games because Trine 1 and 2 are excellent. 3 kind of
I really
felt.
like the puzzle aspect of the first 2.
Yeah, hopefully they bring that back. It's really fun to play. With a bunch of puzzle stuff, the box guy trying to draw boxes in the heat of a moment turns out stupid every time.
I only played as one character and it was the archer. So I can swing and feel like Peter Parker. And I can zone him. Can't forget that.
I think I always played as the mage so that I could levitate the objects and then try and put Adam in places and then would just drop him in the pit.
I'm sure he loved that. Oh shit, I thought I saw one of the characters do a fucking not Bianca, a Blanca thing.
You did.
But all right. I mean, I got high hopes for it. Hopefully they redeem themselves from the third one. And then Outward is the next one. Oh, this is an ad for PlayStation Plus. Ain't nobody care about PlayStation Plus.
I don't have a PS4 anymore, so I could care less.
You don't need it. So what is this about? Is it like a open world?
So it's just an open world action-ish RPG. It's got a similar feel to the way like
Souls games.
Dark Souls plays, where you have like stuff in each hand and you can rotate weapons and armor and things.
It looks like a survival game with bloodborne movements and Jesus, it literally, like, the animations are almost exactly like it.
From what I'm seeing from the trailer you showed me, this almost looks as boring as the mech one I played.
Oh,
the
Surge, yeah.
It just seems non-finished. It seems like a student project that likes the Souls games.
I don't know if it's a student project. Maybe definitely indie, but
and not like graphically. Visually, I don't have a problem with it. It looks interesting if they can build a world that makes sense. But watching the gameplay, it's either not finished yet, or if this is close to near the end, then it's kind of I'd already lost interest.
Yeah,
but I think the game looks interesting because they're supposed to have, I think, crafting and stats and skills and things that you can get.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope it's not one of those that they either do way too much in hopes that people will just like lose themselves in doing everything that they have, or that it's just super boring in general.
What I need them to do, somebody that can make of Neo quality Souls style game, make something as fast paced and as responsive as Ninja Gaiden, but put it in a sci-fi world. And make sure that the world is like interesting, like Bloodborne is to me. If you do those 3 things, I'd be like, shit, I main this game.
Can you repeat what they were? I only heard one.
Which ones you hear?
No, I only heard number 1. Can you just repeat them all, please?
Okay, yeah, so I need it to be as responsive and as fast-paced as Ninja Gaiden, right?
Okay.
I need it to take place in a sci-fi world. And I need the world to, like, the world and the lore to be as, like,
fleshed out?
Immersive, if fleshed out as Bloodborne is, in my opinion.
Does there need to be character customization?
That's a given. Like, that's an asterisk on... Is it a game? Oh, then it should have that.
When you change weapons and armor, should it change the way that the character looks?
Nah, I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
I was watching him play Dragon Quest 11. Is it?
Yeah.
And there's like he has like 4 outfits. One of them changes the way his character looks. The other 2 don't, or the other 3 don't.
Wait, what?
He had like some robes or something, and then like cloth armor or a leather armor, and he put the leather armor on and it didn't change anything. And then he put some robes on and it completely changed the way that the character looked. He's got like a hood, he's got all this shit, and just
how does that fucking work? What the hell? Like so.
So what you do is you take a water balloon, and you throw it against the wall.
Yeah.
And that's what changes.
The wall? It's wet
that's
now?
How you determine what changes.
Is the wall starring in Aquaman?
Yes.
The only things that like changed consistently was when you got a new weapon, but all these RPGs, if I put something on, I want to see it. I don't want to be like, yo, I got the sword of Agamunde, and I'm still using the same basic fucking
wooden sword.
Yeah, no, stop that. If that's what I wanted, even in MOBAs, if you get like whatever you got on your character, you can see in some form on the character.
Instead of it just be
so you can show it off, so you can flaunt it in somebody's face because they don't have it, but you have it, but they don't.
Okay, I understand.
Make the loot matter again.
But MOBAs, that's not the point of a MOBA. Like I can understand it from like an RPG standpoint because it's like that is a big portion of the game is you finding gear and
it's more it's more persistent.
And
the
MOBA
part
of the game, even lore-wise, is the items you buy for your build. So why not in some way show it on the character? Because you spent all that time grinding, all those deaths or all those jungling moments, all that grinding. Let me see it on me.
I don't know.
And that's it.
I don't agree.
Yeah, I don't agree on that either. That the game, you don't let the game. I mean, it lasts an hour maybe, and then you have to go do that again to get customization. I would leave that out of the game. Like I think you can get different looks for Dota 2 characters, but it's from loot boxes. Yeah, so then that should be enough.
But in some way, show me what I bought on my character.
I guess
they do. So in the bottom corners or in the center, I forget which way.
It's not where in the bottom.
There's like 6 little boxes that have items in them.
And they're on his body?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
They're in a portal of infinity.
That's not on him that I can see. That's crazy.
All right, so moving on to notable releases. Oh shit! It says infinite levels of
It's like the dessert stomach, okay?
Oh, like the bag in Harry Potter, dude. Not the bag. Was it a bag?
It's a bag.
It was a bag. Okay.
Talking about the little satchel or whatever that she has that has literally everything in it.
Yeah, had plot devices in it. All right, for notable releases this week from games, The Division 2. We have Cobra, our designated Division expert. I'm gonna have to get him on for next week or something, dude. Yeah, he has to be like community manager or something. I'll ask him if he wants to like Discord and put his voice. He doesn't put his camera, so he can talk about Division because he's been super hype on it. He's been playing it. I mean, we played the beta and I fucking loved it. So
yeah, I enjoyed my time with it. The only thing with games like that and games like Anthem and Destiny, it's not so much the gameplay that makes me like, oh, I don't like it. It's how much of the game can I play before it loops again.
Yeah.
That's the only real issue.
How can they keep the fucking, endorphins running throughout the entire game? Like, if I hit the end of the campaign, can I still get that itch? That, oh shit, there's still better loot. There's still, like Diablo's fucking, the
Rifts?
The Rifts? I can do that all day.
And that's like very limited content, but they found a way to make it feel like you're doing something that matters still. Because
even if you finish a rift, it'll give you a little bit of difficulty bump, and you try to get as high as possible.
You know how you You know how you keep the adrenaline pumping?
Tell me.
Coming to Vegas
become a gorilla that throws bitches into walls and they explode.
Oh my god! Buy Ape Out. Ape Out is great.
I felt alive.
Yeah, Ape Out's really fun. That's an adrenaline rush. Movies. I don't think anything of note is coming out that I know of. Iceman's coming out.
Iceman?
When you said that, I just pictured Marvel 2 Iceman, and I got really sad.
Oh, sorry. How about Yardi?
Oh, that's probably a Jamaican movie. Yardi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to see that just because it seems like it's gonna be Jamaican.
Gotcha. And then for music, I got nothing on here. Snarky Puppy?
Yeah, I want to listen to the album. They do like jazzy kind of music. They're a good band.
Okay. I guess I'll take them out. I'll check them out. The Faint is dropping something. Todd Snyder, Tim O'Brien, the Cinematic Orchestra. It's like a crazy name right there. Steve Adam YK band. How do you pronounce that last name?
I don't know.
The Brian Jonestown Massacre. Self-titled, I guess. Matt Moss. And then Karen O and Danger Mouse, and then Benjamin Francis Leftwich. Nothing that I'm looking forward to. Hopefully a single drops for somebody.
Snarky Puppy, listen to it.
But I mean, yeah, I'll give it a shot, but I'm not like, oh, Snarky Puppy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Two Door Cinema Club or something.
Who?
You don't know Two Door? Anyway.
Just name a song.
I don't know. It's been a while since I listened to the album, honestly. He caught me.
You're a poser.
Yeah, dude. Plugs. I like how every time I get to plugs, it's completely fucking empty. Like, you guys can put AC battery or AC or DC on there to make a joke? No. You guys are worthless. Or DC battery. Haha. See? Randall, what you doing?
Working.
Randall, when you streaming?
I don't know. When I finish my intro.
You should just work on your intro on stream.
Yeah, that can work too.
The world needs to see your talent. They need to see you.
In a Kia.
All right. So, Brian, what are you doing this week? Over here at free advertising for Kia. The fuck?
My whole week is basically a dice throw because I'm still waiting on these people to call me to work on their fucking movie. I don't know if this is going to be the actual week or they're going to push it back another week.
Oh, I thought you did that last time.
No, again, last minute, like, oh, we'll try next week to get the people here. I don't think they're trying. But enough about that. Maybe stream. If I'm not doing that, then I'll probably stream Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to probably to like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/Brian_De La Rosa, dude.
Did you get the Switch working with the Elgato?
Haven't tried it yet.
Okay. So you can definitely
figure out.
You can stream
my
that.
Issue. I don't want to stream Octopath. That's a me time game.
Oh, okay.
I learned that RPGs on stream make me enjoy them less.
Aha, okay.
Like with Dragon Quest, I was streaming that and I was like yawning through most of it. Played it by myself, got through 2 bosses.
Oh,
so,
shit.
When I get smashed, I'll stream that though. I
Mm.
need to find a way, so that I can listen to whatever I'm playing through my PC, so that you wouldn't hear the TV while I'm playing a game, while I'm streaming it. If that makes sense.
Hey, you're probably going to need an actual capture card on your desktop then, because the Elgato has latency, because it does the process. It does some video encoding on the device.
My way around it with the Xbox and PS4 is remote play.
Yeah.
And I could just not show the thing and hear it. But with this, I don't really have a system for that, so I have to look it up or ask people how they set it up.
They'd probably have a capture card. You can do it with the Elgato, it's just there's latency. Because there's an in and output, so you can have it so you can listen to what's happening there. It's just going to be a latency between your reaction to what's happening. Like you can still have it set up.
You can adjust that.
Yeah,
you
can
adjust settings like that in
OBS for your
OBS,
yeah, you can definitely do that. It's just you gotta do the latency. I don't know how many milliseconds it is, but you gotta do some R&D, bro.
Yeah.
Because Acorn God used to play a whole bunch of stuff on console, and we spent a whole bunch of time trying to get his stuff synced up so that when he actually talked, you could see him talk.
And it's not like
just, yeah.
Out of sync. He's like, yeah, and then 20 seconds later, he's like,
everything for the most part of mine, because I don't use my phone for the camera on my stream, because I don't want to deal with having to have it charged, or else there's big latency in between when I talk. So the only thing would just be like when I used to play Dragon Ball FighterZ on PS4. There'd be a delay in what I say because I had it through the capture card. That's what was being streamed.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be like, bodied him, and then 3 seconds later you see what happened. But I know I just need to figure out how to
It's
stream
just
with
giving
this.
us the anticipation. Oh shit, something big's coming.
Yeah, dude.
And then
Like the Game of Thrones.
16 command grab.
And then he refused to use his end it all ult.
There's clips of it. But yeah, that's all I have right now. Nothing new music wise that I want to put out yet.
I want to see if that one clip is still alive of you, where you would just like end it all, and then happen to just the guy was like nowhere near you, and you were just like, fuck it, let's do this, and you jumped and he like dove into you, and you grabbed him and won the match. The look on his face of pure surprise was amazing.
I'm sure the other guy returned the game then.
I think I've landed 4 of those on stream in total. I don't know how many were clipped.
I think I'm 100 and... No. That doesn't
I've
make
only
any
seen
sense.
you try it once and it landed, so you're 1 for 1.
Well, because, I mean, I got lucky there, but... Anyway, Kelsey. What you doing?
I mean, I'm hoping to stream, but, you know, selling the house or whatever, people come in and out. Hoping that we actually get some more views soon.
So you guys just schedule... Oh, you guys do open house? You don't do, like, schedules throughout the week?
We're going to do an open house, not this Saturday, but next.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be the first open house, but people, you know, I have a little app on my phone that they schedule time to come in and take a look at stuff. But most of the time, apparently, people come in and later at night so that they can see everything because everybody's, you know, working.
Got you.
They can only do it after work.
Yep, I feel that. I felt that. All right, then, peeps.
What do you have, Anthony?
What do I have? I'm gonna be getting. Oh shit! Tomorrow is Gabby's birthday. Friend of the stream.
Snap.
So this weekend we're doing a LAN party for her because that's what she wanted to do. So we're gonna be playing a bunch of LAN games here at my place. I gotta set up. I gotta go get tables for the fucking computers or for the monitors, I guess. 'Cause the computers can be on the floor.
You should just stream her playing Slender Man.
Well, no, I tried that. She disassembled my controller. We're not doing that again.
You reminded me I still need to try the games I installed on my laptop, see if they run.
Yeah, so this week I guess it's me prepping for the weekend. Make sure everything works. All the games work. LAN,
Plenty of
networking.
lube.
That too.
I have a sponsorship for lube, so...
There you go.
Just lube in general you have a sponsorship for?
Yeah, I know a guy that knows a guy. It's because my ASMR streams on Twitch.
Okay. And then maybe play some more Devil May Cry. See if I can finish Metro Exodus. I'm like at the halfway point, I think, or maybe a little more.
I thought you said Metroid Exodus. I was like, what Metroid game has come out that Adam needs to play?
Yeah, I would have been saying everybody buy it. Like
They remade
the GBA one.
That's the one they remade for 3DS?
I'm sorry, no, that was the second one. Metroid 2, I think they remade. Damn it. I know what you're talking about. Metroid
They remade one
3DS.
for 3DS, and I wanted to play it, but I traded in my 3DS.
Samus Returns. Is
Yeah.
what it's called. It's Metroid 2, yeah. It's a Game Boy game they remade. Damn, I'm good. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah,
How you bought Joker.
Oh my god. So, Metro Exodus. And then maybe, I don't know, we'll see what I can finish the other week. I might check out Green Book. Green Book, because I was going to watch it this weekend, and I saw Aquaman, and I'm like, oh, I might as well watch it. And man, that was great.
You want to watch A Star Is Born?
Oh, and that too, yeah, I haven't seen The Stars Born.
I haven't watched it yet because you mentioned it one weekend. And so I don't know if that meant you wanted to watch it with me. So I have not watched it until I know the answer from you.
Oh, then I guess we could probably watch that.
All right, there you go.
You guys excited for the new Rick and Morty episodes?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Rick and Morty, so definitely. Wait, they have a date out?
No.
Oh, you gotta be hyped.
The only thing I saw from them is that they said it's not going to take that much. It's not going to take as long in between seasons or episodes as it did last time.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right, What also is good here is the end of this podcast, because it's been in 2 hours and oh no, not 2.5. It's only 2 hours. This was episode 38 of the ADLR Podcast. If you enjoyed our impressions, reviews, critiques,
it is February.
The news. It's March. It's fucking March.
My head still hurts from you, Kelsey.
Yeah, right. You can go to patreon.com/ADLRplays to support the show. If you don't give a shit about the show and want to consume it for free, you can go to youtube.com/ADLRplays and catch it on Fridays, 9 a.m. If you have the cash and you're like, man, I don't know what to do with it, and I definitely don't want to give it to these idiots, you can go to extralife.adlrplays.com where you can donate to charity. Extra Life, the proceeds on my page go to the Orlando Arnold Palmer Children's Hospital. And if you want topics for next week's episode, you can go to not if you want topics. If you want to request a topic, you go to topics.adlrplays.com. And that's all she wrote. It's a wrap.